All righty, good people. Let's verify that I am live. So good to have you on Teach You Tuesday. My name is Martina Britt Yelverton. Going to pull up my phone here and verify that I am actually live, that you can see my screen, that you can hear uh, what I have going on here. Let's see. Verifying there, live there, verifying there, live there. And let's pull up the correct screen. So let me drop out my sound there in my ears. Pull up here, and then I'm going to pull up one other screen that I'm actually going to hope will cooperate on today. It did not cooperate a few moments ago. And let's see if I can get it to do what it do. Because not only am I going to show you a few things here on the screen. Okay, now you want to put it out of order. All right. All right, so I have that one up as well. So today we're going to talk about youth lifestyle training, how to hire your kids the right way in business. And I want to make sure that I have some actual real world examples up as well for you guys to go through. If you are a continuous, consistent watcher, then some of this information will be very familiar to you. You will be excited to receive a lot of the information. You've heard it before. Um, and hopefully on today, you'll hear something different. So I want to make sure that I have some real world examples for you, because what I'm finding is that receipts literally speak volumes. Receipts literally give the evidence. Receipts literally make people understand exactly what it is. It's clear, it's concise, it tells exactly what it is that you're trying to convey. So I do want to take the opportunity to show you guys some receipts on today. If you have been watching for the past 2 weeks, I've had the youth lifestyle trainings on. You might want to go back and catch Teach You Tuesday from last week and Teach You Tuesday from the week before, and you will actually be able to hear from my youth lifestyle trainees. They are still out due to the Rona. However, they are not live with me today. Again, if you want to hear them live, you are available to actually scroll back within 2 weeks on Tuesday, and you will be able to actually hear their commentary, hear their comments, hear their, and see actually the evidence in real time. So I know that's important for people to take on a new mindset and understand a new way to look at some things. So I want to make sure that you have the opportunity to see some real evidence, some real world experience that deals with what we're going to discuss on today. So you may also be able to look under Teach Me Tuesday. At some point, I'll go back and I'll have them all corrected. Since I'm the one that's teaching you, I decided to kind of be consistent with that and let it be Teach You Tuesday, so that you guys can uh, find the correct hashtag and all of that. So today, again, we are discussing youth lifestyle training, secrets revealed. I do have a live webinar that you are available to see, but today we're just going to go through the 5 W's. You guys know that that is how I teach and train, and that's how I'm really, really clear with people and helping them understand the basics, the foundation of all of this information that I give out. In case I've been a little bit rude and not introduced myself, my name is Martina Britt Yelverton. And I am a brand master, a cash flow queen, and income strategist, a Google My Business educator, as well as an ambassador with the Nightdale Chamber of Commerce. Later, you will also hear me say that I am the founder of the Youth Lifestyle Training Curriculum. Also, I have people understand that this is something that the wealthy have used for years, and it's actually been in your face for all of your life. You probably just didn't pay it attention. Anytime you go to other cultures, establishments, whether you're going to their restaurants, whether you're going to their business entity, their business establishments, you see their youth working in business with them. This is legacy building. This is generational evidence, and you guys probably just overlooked it because obviously that's not what you were looking for. You were looking to receive whatever the product service was that you were going into that establishment for. However, this is a wealth secret. This is a wealth strategy. All right. So today we're actually going to be peeking and looking over some of the secrets because this really is a powerful wealth strategy. The reason that I'm sharing this information with you is because my daily goal is to brand you, to educate you, and to help you. Ultimately, to leave a legacy. Yes, I've been referred to as your go-to girl for simplified graphics that you can actually manage yourself. And that is one of the reasons why I give so much value and I give so much information is because people need to know how to do some things themselves. Like I know there's a cliche out there, pull yourself up by your own bootstraps. That's great. But if no one has told you how to lace those bootstraps up before you start pulling, you're liable to tear your boots all to pieces. So that's one of the reasons why I give so much value and I let you guys know how to do some of the things that we do. Okay. Because I don't want you wasting your time. I've been doing this for over 12 years, helping churches and ministries, startups, small corporations, home based businesses, and now, most importantly, the MLM and network marketing industry. I've been able to help representatives, associates, independent business owners, and I can help you. I only help people who want help. So if you're in need of the help that I've been able to offer, I've been blessed to, help a lot of people, then you can have a look around my store site, which is bit.ly/brandmaster blueprints, bit.ly/brandmaster blueprints, bit.ly/brandmaster blueprints. You can Google my name on Google and it would still help you locate who I am. And again, that is Martina Britt Yelverton. Today, we're discussing youth lifestyle training, right? How to hire your kids legally, ethically, morally in your home based business. And if you do not have a home based business, you are losing. We have a businessman in the office, and he is actually running the country like a business if you have not noticed. And if you do not have a home based business, you are losing a lot of money. If you work a full-time job. If you are home right now because you've been pushed out of that full-time job, you are actually losing money. And I can say that even if your job is still paying you, even if you are able to work from home now, you still don't have technically a home-based business. And one of the reasons that you want to own and have and operate a home-based business is because it allows you to write off some anyway deductions. And what I mean by anyway deductions is that you are going to use the internet in your home anyway. You are going to use your mobile device anyway. You are going to have running water in your home anyway. You're going to have electricity pulsing through the wires inside of your home anyway. You're going to have a file cabinet for files. You're going to have children who participate in extracurricular activities if you can afford it anyway. All of these things can be funneled from your jobs income through your home based business. And now it can be written off as deductions that actually reduce the income that you make to a point where you could legally, ethically, and morally never pay taxes again. These codes are written directly in the IRS rules, regulations, legal laws, and you guys are missing the opportunity to capitalize on that. So if you've struggled in this area of a reduced income, if you're currently struggling in the area of how are you going to make money from home now, if you were forced to go home, but you were not forced to go home and still be paid, you're probably in need of this information on today. I've helped hundreds over the years as far as branding and business building is concerned. Most recently, I've helped the home-based business industry understand what it is to have a brand, what it is to grow a brand, what it is to expand and excel a brand. And you need this information on today if you have children in your home. And believe it or not, this information literally can still apply to you, even if you don't have children in your home. And if you'll stay to the end and remind me and ask me that question, I will explain that. Okay. But today I'm going to talk to people who do have children in their home. However, if you want to hear that trade secret, definitely ask me the question, how, if I have no children, I can still apply the strategy, and I'll be sure to let you know. These are simplified techniques that I'm showing you, and they will help you grow and generate an income from home if you choose to do these things consistently. They are simplified techniques, and if you actually implement them and continuously use them, it will work for you. However, if you do not, then guess what? You've wasted your time, and believe it or not, and I'm sure you do believe it, time is something that you cannot get back. So if you're interested in getting branded, if you're interested in getting found on Google, if you're interested in getting paid daily, regardless of your company, niche, product, or service, even your knowledge base, pay attention, guys, and listen to this wealth strategy and the information that I'm going to cover today, because believe it or not, it actually does apply to you. Okay. So that is my spiel. That is my information. That is what I like to have people understand, why they're here, what they're here to get, and how this information literally can apply to you. So I want to thank you guys for hopping on today. I want to make sure that I greet you all that today is Teach You Tuesday, that I say thank you so much for hopping on and getting this information. Hopefully my feed is much better today. If some of you amazing people that follow me regularly are over here on Facebook and you would love to bless me today, if you wouldn't mind, could you also have a quick peek over here on the YouTube channel and maybe do a little bit of engagement for me on the YouTube channel? I do see some frequent visitors. How are you doing, Miss Elva? What's going on, Dr. Regina? So good to see you as well. I'm sure Melanie will pop on shortly. Cheryl may be able to pop on shortly. Mr. Townsend may be able to pop on shortly. I have some frequent people that I love the fact that they are consistent, that they are coachable, teachable, and trainable. And I appreciate the fact that they are always here, always engaging, and always wanting to know more. My circle of influence is so dope. It ain't even funny, y'all. So, if someone wants to bless me and hop over there and engage a little bit over there, that would be great. So thank you guys for tuning in from wherever you are tuning in from. I see we have New York in the house. I know normally we would have Elva chiming in from Durham, North Carolina. Where are you at right now, Elva? How, if I have no small children, basically, can you benefit from this strategy? Great. Regina, make sure that you ask me that at the end, and I will definitely drop that information. So, guys, if you have not had the opportunity to bless my subscribership with your attendance, ensure that you do that for me, as well as select the bell so that you can be notified when new content is released. I am at the point now where I am live 5 days a week, Monday through Friday, and I've been able to drop a video or two here on the weekend. I go through the understanding and the clarity and the consistency of trying to make it very, very uh, uh, easy for you to follow. So if you're looking for some motivation, I have each day named, but the bottom core of everything that I do is to brand you, educate you, and to help you. So I hope that makes sense for you guys, and you guys are ready for a little twist on how we're going to do the youth lifestyle training today. Yes, I am going to go through the slides. However, I'm also going to pull up some real world examples as well. That's right, Marilyn Elva. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. All right. So nobody's had the opportunity to hop over there. Not a problem. I just want to make sure that we continue to spread ourselves around and making sure that the engagement is going on in the multiple platforms. Great, 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 great. Make sure I didn't miss anybody. Because once I pull up this screen, I can't see either one of those. And on my phone, I can only see the Facebook ones. Okay. So today, like I said, we are actually looking over some trade secrets, and I'm going to give you guys some real world examples of, how the kids have been able to do this and how we've been able to do this for years. Definitely hit me and let me know if the internet begins acting up again today. But if I were going through this in the formula or the format, I would cut out all of the greetings, and I would make this so that this could be recordable and replayed without my personality included. But I'm actually doing a teach you training today. So I'm teaching you some things. One of the things you want to do is have up a screen letting people know why they're here. Obviously, you want to introduce yourself and let people know who you are, what it is that you have to offer, why that you're actually trying to get the information out to them, how it will benefit them and yourself, and then also letting them know when and where you are available to be found consistently so that they can match your time frame up with their time frames. Okay, so this is the screen that you want to have up that's topic based, that's telling people why they're here, what they're here for. You want to ask them to shut away all of the distractions in the next step, because you want to actually bring their attention and you want to make the best possible use of their time, giving them a roundabout estimate of the time that they're going to be here, letting them know, because sometimes you have to tell people, hey, shut out your other distractions, and they may close the door and that's it. You want to let them know to get rid of all the other apps that are going on their phone that could pull their attention away if they're on their mobile device, to close out some of the other tabs. We're only talking about 15 to 30 minutes of their time. If you have a download sheet for them, have that link available, have it in your comment section, or have it populate on the screen, or remind them to get out their pens and their papers. You want to ask them to possibly hit that notification button on their phone. Now that's on here for me, because I will forget to turn off the notifications on my phone, and my phone may start going off with it's a distraction for me as your presenter, and definitely to close all of the windows so they can focus on what they're doing, on what they're here and what they're here to get and what they're here to do. All right, next you want to go ahead and let them know what's going on, what they're going to be given, how you're going to go through things. And you guys know that I go through this in the 5Ws format. I ask people, why are you here? What about that comment, or what about that title, or what about the subject line in the email you received, the text you received, or the post that you saw made you come here? And you ask them to respond. Can you guys tell me today what made you decide you're going to hop on Teacher Tuesday and watch Martina today at 12 noon? Could you guys drop that in the YouTube comment or in the Facebook comment and let me know why you're here today? What is your reason today for attending? Or tell me, what is it that you expect to get today different from any other time you viewed my information? And you kind of want to, flim flam around just a second or two to give people an opportunity to type that, because not only do you want the engagement to show up on the live, but you also really want to know why the people are here, so that you can make sure you answer that. So Dr. Regina has asked that before we close out today, if you don't have small children in your home, how can this benefit you? And I'm going to answer that at the end. Now I know that Dr. Regina is going to stay to the end because she expects to get an answer, right? She expects to, have that question answered. And I bring that question up again to remind myself, to remind her that I'm going to answer that. Okay. So that's one of the reasons why you ask why people are here, what they expect to get. And also, if you're watching this on YouTube, if you were watching the replay, I suggest you press pause right now and answer that, because those people who watch it on the replay, some people actually watch it and engage with your video as if they're watching it live. So all this time, they should be responding or typing into the comments as well. Remember, you're coachable, teachable, trainable, and you're asking for engagement the entire time that you are live. Why are you here? What is your reason for attending? And what do you expect to get today? And because many of you are frequent followers, I'm asking, what is it that you expect to get today? Because I'm used to you guys seeing the information. All right. So let's see if I can get this shared. I do realize I don't think I shared it to my group, guys. Did I share it to the group? Can you guys let me know that? Because that just hit me. Did I get this shared over to my group today? Mm. I'll just double share it. And if I did, then I'll just go and delete it. So that just hit me. I get so excited about hopping on and sharing this information with you guys. I kid you not, I forget sometimes to do these things. And because I'm working remotely today, I don't have my little cue card here to make sure I go through all of my checkpoints. All right. So thank you so much, Regina. I'll definitely pull that up, engage back with you over there. I appreciate you again being coachable, teachable, trainable. All right. So guys, also, another thing that you want to make sure that people understand about the agenda is letting them know specific areas that you are going to definitely give them value in. So when they hear it, it triggers, oh, yep, she did give me that. Oh, yep, I did have that question. Okay. So the 5 W's of youth lifestyle training, that is the what, the when, the where, the why, the who. And I always say in a bonus, which is generally the how. All right. If you grew up in the time era that I grew up in, a lot of our education was taught via the 5 Ws. So that's what I'm going to do in explaining the youth lifestyle training alternative curriculum, wealth strategy. That's how I'm going to explain it. I'm also going to show you some real world evidence. For the last 2 weeks, the little people have been on with me, and you have been able to hear them explain what their thoughts were. I interviewed them and asked them some questions. I asked them, from their mindset, what were some of the activities that they had to do to be able to generate and earn this money, right? And then letting people know you're going to give them access to how they can get their own strategy up, running, and started. All right. And then finally, again, we're asking for engagement because you're asking people, if I fulfill my promise to you, will you fulfill yours? And go ahead and acknowledge the elephant in the room, because the person is immediately going to go, I haven't promised you anything. What are you talking about? And explain it. I am wanting to know, when you implement the strategy, will you give me your feedback or your testimony? And is it okay that I make you an offer when I keep my promise? And my main promise is to give you a valuable asset first before I ask you to do anything else. Okay. So you explain, but you're reading. All right. I've already introduced myself, but again, the reason you want to reintroduce yourself is because you want to let people know that you're qualified to give this information and why you are qualified to give this information, as well as new people have joined your broadcast midstream and they still want to know who it is that they're listening to. And so you explain to them again who you are. My name is Martina Britt Yelverton, and I'm your educator, facilitator, and your youth lifestyle trainer for this wealth strategy. I'm a brand master. I'm a cash flow queen. I'm an income strategist. And I'm also a Google My Business educator. Additionally, I work closely as an ambassador with the Nightdale Chamber of Commerce. And my job is to brand you, educate you, and help you. I'm a team player. I love to educate people. But the core of my passion is I love branding people and helping them become consistent, helping them grow their business, helping them find whatever their passion is and figuring out a way to monetize it, right? You want to really help people see who you are and what your benefit is, and show how truly passionate you are in being genuine and authentic. We don't need you getting on here making up things. We want you being you, but we want people to be able to see and understand and really feel who you are. All right. Now, who is this for? This is a new slide that I've added because a lot of people may hop on and they're watching you for whatever their reasons are, but they still may be going, why am I really here? I don't have any small children, right? So you say, is this for everybody? Yes and no. The reason it is for everybody is because everybody is in need of additional income. Do you have children between the age of 7 and 17? People could answer no. So that goes to, again, the reminder to Regina why I'm going to answer a question that she implemented later, so I can continue to have her here engaged and excited about the information that I'm sharing. And then finally, do you seriously want to learn how to create additional income legally? And the reason you focus on legally is because it's validating again that everything that you are about to tell them is 100% legal, that they don't have to worry about dealing with IRS problems, or things like that. All right. So the first problem that you go ahead and address again is the elephant in the room, is that you don't know who, why, where, when, or even what youth lifestyle training is. So again, what did I just validate, guys? On this screen, can you tell me something that I've told you that I'm going to do that I've just revalidated here on the screen when I've said who, why, where, when, or what? Can anybody tell me what that is? Go ahead, Dr. Regina. She getting her engagement on. I am better than amazing today, Dr. Regina. Thank you for asking. Okay, so you need to continue branding yourself. And I'm giving you guys an opportunity to type the answer to my response about what did I just validate on the screen with the who, why, where, when, or even what. Yes, ma'am. Well, Dr. Regina answered it probably as soon as I asked it, right? The 5 Ws is what keeps you on track, so you're on point with your brands and thoughts. Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. Yes, ma'am, you were. Absolutely. I validated the 5 W's. Yes. Thank you, Dr. Regina, on both platforms. That's exactly what I did. So you guys can understand why this step is important. I'm telling you, the old school foundational ways that we were educated, they still work. This new Common Core thing, whatsoever, they still work. Okay. So I jump right into moving forward with the first W, and that's what? Youth lifestyle training is a wealth strategy. It's a legacy builder. It's a generation proof, and it's a directive from God. So if Kirk were on here, I know Evangelist Deborah has a little bit of this background. Dr. Regina has a whole lot of this background. Where is that written? That we should be leaving a generation, a legacy to our children's children. That is actually in the word. I'm no Bible thumper. I'm no Bible scholar. By no way do I try to be. I'm still a heathen in some level. He's still working on me. Okay. But it is a directive from God to leave a foundation, to leave some evidence, to do something to further those which come from your loins that are coming next. What I'm telling you about this youth lifestyle training strategy literally is a directive. So that is a what. Also, I help people understand what it is by showing a little bit of IRS proofs. For the tax year 2020, your child under the age of 18 can earn up to 12,400 actually working with you inside of your home-based business before any taxes ever need to be paid. So if you are a 50,000, thank you, Deuteronomy 8 and 18. If you are a $50,000 earner, literally you can reduce that $50,000 taxable income by $12,000, bringing your taxable income down to 38,000. Okay. That is what we're trying to get you to understand by these are legal rules and regulations. It can be found in this book that you see on the screen. It can be found at irs.gov. This is seriously the book that changed and helped me help over 50 people understand what financial freedom really was. And it starts with education. Okay. So let's move into why. One of the whys is that this is a needed component of your children's upbringing. Kids are freaking expensive. So if you're already going to pay for extracurricular activities, if you're already going to purchase cleansing supplies for your house, if you're already going to purchase food for your home, why not funnel this particular expense that you are going to expend and pay for anyway through a legal mechanism that allows you to write it off? This is how you write off your groceries. Now, within my strategy, I actually have a full blown curriculum that I work with my kids on that starts with some trigger information. And I'm going to pull up a slide to show you that. I literally have trigger points in my home that deal with topic based. We have spiritual affirmations, we have real world living, we have branding and legacy building. We have research and development. Like if there are things that my kids ask me, hey mom, how do you this and third? I ask them, I say, first you need to go and research it, figure out how to spell it, figure out what it is, do a little bit of research on it. Tell me whether or not that's something that you're interested in. I had a text conversation with my son the other day because he's at my son's house and I am remotely working from Cultivated Minds Enterprises LLC in Raleigh, North Carolina, the home office of my business partner who is in New York. So I'm house sitting, but I'm also actually providing a tax deduction for her because I'm utilizing her office as my remote location. All right. I had a conversation with him via text and I was asking him some of his goals and dreams and aspirations. And had he looked into what those, that teaching career he may be interested in pays, that nail art tech that he may be interested in, how much does it pay? What type of schooling will he need? What type of licensure will he need? This is all research and development that he has to go out on the net and find and curate that information and bring it back to me. Now again, the internet is able to be written off. All of the supplies that I have to buy for them when they want to actually test and try some of these things, I'm going to pay for their wants and desires anyway. Why not funnel it through a strategy that they can write it off, that I can write it off? Okay. So are you guys, seeing what we're doing here? Okay. So let's talk about some time frames. All right. When should you implement this strategy? Anytime, all the time, everywhere, as I say, right? Always be marketing. Even today, in waking up and in opening my eyes, thank you, Jesus, and opening my eyes, the first thing that I did when I got up, check the temperature in the house because we have the heat completely turned off. I am here to house sit, not to be comfortable and warm. But even in that, while we have been here, literally helping my daughter understand that sometimes you have to get uncomfortable, literally, to get yourself into a space where you can understand, appreciate, be grateful for, be thankful for, what you have. And it's values that I'm even teaching and educating on right now. Okay. So even in opening my eyes, yes, it's cold. So what? There's a roof over our head. Um, yes, it's like here when we're at the offices of Cultivated Mind Enterprises LLC, y'all also understand this collaborative plug that I'm doing. All right. Also with that, we don't have cable. Well, we didn't have cable before. We haven't had cable for years. Why? Because we have all these apps on our phones. So you don't need cable. It's certain things that I'm implementing, that I'm teaching, that I'm educating. Having my daughter and my son on the streams with me, we're actually giving this information. We actually wear marketing gear to actually market all the time, every time we go out, so that we can not only write off mileage, but also so that we can advance the knowledge. The IRS requires three things for you to legally, ethically, and morally write off expenses. One is that you are always in pursuit of a profit. So every time we leave this home, we are in pursuit of a profit. We're asking people, do they have a home based business? Do they know what income shifting is? Have they actually been able to hire their kids to work with them so that they could pay for extracurricular activities and write off groceries? These are things that we educate and train on, and we do it consistently all the time. So even in waking up and opening our eyes and moving, we are always exemplifying, educating, and executing values that our kids are seeing and knowing. So always, anytime is when you should be implementing the strategy. Where? You just heard me say very well, everywhere and all the time. You are the example, and your kids look and see what you do more than they listen to what you say. So, what you are doing, you are probably devaluing yourself as the example because you don't realize that they are watching. People are watching. Your kids are watching. Other kids are watching, right? You should always, always, always be the example for them to aspire and do greater things, right? So since we've been here, I know a couple of times I wanted to fuss my daughter out because she would prepare something and she wouldn't wash the dishes right away. And so instead of continuing to fuss, even though it was frustrating for me, I go ahead and wash the dishes right then. Right. And by the third time I did it, I realized I was frustrated. But instead of fussing, I just happened to mention, hey, by the way, your job when we're here at the offices, you as the youth lifestyle training, you're supposed to be keeping all of the cleaning on deck. I purchased the food, we're here to work. We're going live several times a day. This is an entire business trip. This is what we're doing. You as the youth lifestyle training, these are your responsibilities while we're here. And instead of fussing about it, I need her to understand this is time, this is money, this is responsibilities that she's lacking on, and I need her to pick up the pace, right? That is an example of, instead of being mad or frustrated or going off about it, talk through it. This is a simple conversation. This is what you're supposed to be doing. Get it done, move on. Again, you are the example. And everywhere that you go, you are the example. So, here in the end, with the fifth W, who? Again, anyone with a non adult child ages 7 to 17, and yes, even a newborn up to age 7, definitely speak with your CPA or your tax professional about this. But anyone with a non adult child can implement this strategy. Now, again, to answer your question, Dr. Regina, you know so much about this strategy, literally. Even if you have no children in your home age 7 to 17, you can still implement this strategy because you can educate, train, you can hold workshops, you can hold webinars, you can provide the documentation, because the documentation is in your face every single time you visit an establishment where you see the children working, marketing. You can literally always be marketing your specific brand, and actually teach and train how to always be marketing using advertising, using your home office equipment. Even when you have your little people, meaning grandchildren who visit, you literally are available to still utilize them by a secret sauce. And I give that secret sauce over in Elite Business Coaching. I do not give it in the overview because I give so much other value in the overview. There are additional secret sauce methods that you can use that are still legal, ethical, moral, and they actually are IRS approved methods for how to implement this strategy. Okay, we can talk about that. You are an elite business coaching client, so you get that information inside of the group. But guys, anybody with a non-adult child age 7 to 17 can implement this. All right, so I'm going to pull out of this screen again so I can show you guys a few things, and we'll see if I can get them to come up. Have you guys found value in some of the things that I've shared thus far? If so, could you drop that comment into the and I know, there we go. Yep, I knew it. She over there going. I cannot wait to go and read all of these comments, Dr. Regina. Thank you so much for being so over the top and value driven today. I love it. All right, so there's the question again. Let me know, Dr. Regina, if I was able to answer that question for you on today with regards to at least an overview of how it's done. Definitely let me know. And the rest of you who are here on the live, even those who are catching the replay, at this stage in the overview, let me know whether or not the information that I provided has been of value to you. Please drop those comments into the comment area because I do go back and review comments on previous videos, and I would love to know your thoughts. So here I am inside of one of my Google Drive folders. And one of the things that I want to show you is here back in 2018, my kids and I took a trip down to Texas, and we actually were there for a business meeting where we actually held the workshop with Houston Financial Wall Street Movement founder, Mr. Edward Townsend, and we had an elite business conference. And when we had this elite business conference, the kids and I had to literally fly on a plane along with my business partner Stephanie. And I want to let you guys know that the hundreds of dollars, this was a different trip, I'll show you that one in a minute, that the hundreds of dollars that the flight that the flight cost, literally we were able to write off all 100% of the flight tickets, all of the food that we actually purchased while we were there. We were able to write all of the meals off. The trinkets and everything that we purchased while we were there, we were able to write all of that off um, because it was a complete business expense. So I wanted to pull up and show here on the screen what one of their, there we go. This is one of their previous responsibility and compensation agreements. And this is when they literally had to read and understand what the agreement said. This was their timesheet. And this is a part of some of the wealth strategy that you would need to implement depending on which format of the wealth strategy you're going to implement. And one of the things that it has to have is who they are. It has to have, you know, what it is that they're going to do, how they're going to get paid, their clear understanding of what it is that they're doing, as well as what the compensation is. So this is one of the screens showing you guys what one of their timesheets look like. And if you'll notice back here is the flight receipt information, and over here how much that flight costs. So literally in his 2 weeks of work, we're looking at Julian's here, in his 2 weeks of working and him completing all of his information during that time, his flight ticket was able to be paid for by this wealth strategy. So that money did not come out of my pocket where it actually cost me money. It was actually an investment because I was able to funnel it through the business, pay out through his wages, and actually account for this account ticket. Now, mind you, that's one. Jen's as well. That's the second one. So as you see, like I said before, I have certain skills that I actually have them educate and train on. We do introspect, we do vision, we do goal setting, we do creative design and implementation. Currently, they are literally drawing out their logos for their business, drawing up different designs. The KMK Legacy offers Kirk's kids and my kids the ability to actually draw. Stormy is an amazing artist. Julian is an amazing artist. Genesis is an amazing artist. They are actually drawing out ideas, thoughts, and we're actually getting those so that they can actually have them printed on t-shirts, socks, leggings, book bags, hoodies, jackets. They're going to actually be able to go over and have all this apparel uploaded into the store site, and they will be able to sell their designs and make money. So again, creative design and implementation, time management, self perspective, prayer, meditation, and fasting. All of these are things that you can actually implement inside a youth lifestyle training curriculum. All right. Uh, let's see, here are a couple of pictures when Kirk took his kids to go and actually set up their accounts. The kids have to have accounts in their name with their own debit cards for these purchases. This is when they got their Fat Cat accounts and when they got their own um, cash accounts so they could have debit cards. Always be marketing. Our kids are almost always in marketing gear. Okay. So I'm just showing you some real world evidence. We do this for real. We actually took a trip up to Maryland where we worked out. The kids were in Tierra Ruffin Pratt's camp in Maryland. She does a camp every year, several times a year. And my kids, they got my little two little youth lifestyle training. I just realized they are looking at each other with their hands on their elbows exactly alike. This is Tierra, Washington Wizard. She's with another team now. And this is Champ Owens. He's actually a personal trainer. And this was one of the camps. The kids got to participate in the camp. All the mileage up, all the gas up, all the food while we were there. I actually had to run a workshop while we were there. So I had to step out of the camp to hold my workshop. All of that was covered, right? Made sure I got some of that always be marketing imagery going on with Washington Wizards, Tierra Ruff and Pratt. Guys, I'm telling you, always be marketing. It's always in my mind. So even when we were out doing things like research and development, when my mom was cooking with the kids, the items that I had to buy for them to be cooking, all of these different things are a part of a way to write this off. When we were holding events in Durham, North Carolina, the kids were there to greet the guests. The kids were there. This is one when we did it in Durham, and Kirk had a meeting in his home. His daughter actually ran the sign-in sheet. You see her holding the clipboard. When people came in, she had them sign in. They actually spoke during the meeting and all of that. So again, I'm telling you guys, your kids can work with you. They already work with you. The question is whether or not you are using their abilities to your best advantage. And this is Lil Blast again, any age. Now, she at the time that we took this image, she was not quite 7. I think she was 6, but again, she was marketing. Okay. So, guys, I promise you, you can implement this strategy. This was before Kirsten turned 18. She was again marketing. And this is in New York. She again was marketing. So, guys, understand the kids serve at our events. When we had an event in a previous company, the kids were there to pull the raffle tickets. Your kids are going to be at your events with you anyway. Why not have whatever they're doing be a way that you can literally pay them legally, ethically, and morally from your business through your business to lower your tax bracket? Okay, so some of these aren't showing up. That's not a problem. My system's probably acting a plumb fool. But you guys understand what I'm trying to say and where I am going with this, okay? So on YouTube, I'm clear. So if it gets a little frustrating here on YouTube, definitely populate over. Thank you, Dr. Regina. And this is what was happening yesterday. And I'm not sure why all of a sudden that we're having this error, but hopefully it will come back. But again, guys, I'm glad to know that YouTube was clear because yesterday was horrible and both Facebook and YouTube were not clear. And that was pretty frustrating. But we're getting ready to close out now. I just wanted to make sure that you guys understand where we're going with the strategy, that I've been able to give you a clear summary of what, why, who, when, and where youth lifestyle training is and why you need to get this implemented right away. Okay, right away. So if you'd like to receive a free download for today, you are available to go over to youthlifestyletraining.com. And I'll say it again, youthlifestyletraining.com. Go over to youthlifestyletraining.com and it will allow you to receive a download. Yeah, it sounds like popcorn over here. Yeah, I don't know. Facebook is not loving me. Facebook don't want me to be great. So if you guys are having trouble hearing that, definitely go over to YouTube. Thank goodness that it is clear over there. I'll have to figure out what the latest hiccup is that's happening inside of YouTube, Facebook, because I am noticing that that is starting to happen. It's never happened before yesterday, but it's starting to happen. So if you want to type this in for me, Dr. Regina, I'd really appreciate it. Youthlifestyletraining.com. You can get your free download for sticking and staying through today's overview. And definitely, if you're interested, you can actually purchase the upcoming youth lifestyle training workbook. It's a walkthrough. It's a blueprint for how to do every single aspect of this. Again, the first 20 copies are only $9. The full blown webinar workshop, no, the first 20 copies are only $19 because this is a more in-depth work through. If you'll go to offer.youthlifestyletraining.com, and I know you can't really hear it over here, so let me type it in myself. So let me put that in, free download available at http youth-lifestyle-training.com. All right, you're available to go and get that on today, and I'll have to figure out what to do about this latest hiccup going on inside of YouTube. I mean, going on here inside of Facebook and see if we can get that fixed or what we'll be able to do about it. But again, that free download is available for you at youthlifestyletraining.com. Enter your email address and we will keep it moving and popping. So what I'm going to do is actually finalize out this information over on YouTube, since we are clear over on YouTube. And I'll just say, pick me up on YouTube due to technical difficulties here on Facebook. Facebook does not want me to be great. And so you can follow me there. bit.ly/follow Martina on YouTube. So thank you so much for being able to pop on and give me the information. I cannot wait to go through and read all of these comments over here on YouTube. I really appreciate it. Dr. Regina, I have actually gone over and ended the live on YouTube, and we'll see. What I may end up doing is actually starting to put up notices over on Facebook to let them know, because I'm not having any issues here with YouTube. The issues are populating over there on Facebook, and I don't know, Facebook don't want me to be great. Facebook don't want me to be great. But what I wanted to end with today is actually ensuring that people who are available to watch and catch this information are getting exactly what they need. And again, I hope I was able to answer your question with regards to how, if you even don't have 7 to 17 in your home, how you are available to capitalize on the wealth strategy. Let me know if I was able to answer that. And if so, yay, great. Definitely grab your accountability tracker, your free download at youthlifestyletraining.com. Go ahead and enter your email address, hit the button that says send me my tracker. I'll pull that up really quickly so that you can see what that page will look like. If you'll go to youthlifestyletraining.com, this is the page that will pop up. You go ahead and pop your email address into the capture form that pops up. And then once you put your information in, Check your email because the request is sent instantaneously and the tracker is available via the button inside of the email. You don't receive the tracker in your email. You must click the button in your email. So this is the page that comes up. You go ahead and drop your email address in here, send the free accountability tracker so you can get a free download showing you how to implement this first area of youth lifestyle training. And definitely, if you are interested in getting more information, once this page clears, you're available to set a time frame. You also are available to go over to offer.youthlifestyletraining, offer, OFFER.youthlifestyletraining.com. That will bring you directly here inside of the store site where you can register for the free webinar access for $19. The first 20 are for $19. After that, we will actually have this price increased. And again, you do get the free workbook with the webinar registration. So the webinar registration is an ongoing live that actually is on select Saturdays. It will be sent out the replay. It may be a private recording that's sent out via replay. It really is based on how the webinar itself is going. But again, you still get the free exact walkthrough workbook when you register for the webinar. So Dr. Regina, since I know I have you here on live and anyone else that is catching this, please let me know whether or not there are any questions that you have. Drop your comments into the feed below. Definitely subscribe to this channel. Definitely select the bell so that you can get alerted when I go live. And let me know if there's anything that I can answer for you. Great, I did answer that question. Thank you so much, Dr. Regina. I appreciate it. Yes, yes, ma'am, you do. Definitely. We definitely got to get your Always Be Marketing gear together. All right, so let's see. What if you are hiring family members and they are children? How does this apply to them, especially if their parents aren't taking advantage of this benefit? All right, so that's a two-part question. And remember, I am not a CPA or a tax professional. However, with my own experience, I am able to answer this particular question because, again, you're inside the Elite Business Coaching, so I can go into great in-depth detail on the secret sauce for that. But inside the IRS rules and regulations, you are available to hire outside resources and sources for, let me plug up my back book, for this strategy. However, depending on how you do that hiring process, there is a tax implication that does apply. All right. What I would definitely suggest that you do is you help the parent understand the benefit of having this strategy, whether they choose to position themselves with income shifting and understanding the income shifting benefit that is out here for, the wealthy, whether they, are really interested in using that or starting a home-based business with the normal MLM industry or network marketing. They could actually start their own home-based business dealing with the wealth strategy and never have to apply the MLM compensation component to it. They could actually just utilize a membership. There are so many different facets of how they could do this to still be able to pay their children and funnel through this money legally, ethically, and morally. Okay. They don't necessarily have to be a part of the MLM and the network marketing industry to utilize the strategy. That's one thing that you have to offer them if they are in need of all of the other great services and products that are available through your multiple companies. So it really depends on what their need is and how you can benefit them. Okay. So I hope that helps to answer some of that. Is that okay? Yes, ma'am. Thank you so much. Correct. I'm going to go all the way up to the top and work my way down to see if I missed anything. And if I did miss something or I am missing something, please let me know. I am going to wrap this up. We're supposed to be live today again at 1 o'clock, giving income shifting information. I know, right? I'm glad I started so long ago as well to get this information. Yep. Oh, awesome. You must have already got your document. Great. Okie dokie, the above link is corrected. All right. Yes, the secret sauce is being connected to the brand master in our community. So join us today. Absolutely. Absolutely. Take the opportunity to join us today. bit.ly/brand master blueprints to join the free 30-day elite group coaching. All righty, guys. So I'm going to wrap this up. Thank you so much, Dr. Regina. Those of you who are catching the replay, do not miss the opportunity to subscribe to this channel. Definitely select the bell so that you can get alerted when new content is dropped. I go live daily, Monday through Friday, 12 noon. I'm adding an additional component where 1 o'clock, I may be running a little bit late today, but I'm going to see if I can get this wrapped up, get this stream stopped, and open up my stream again because I have to redo information from yesterday that picked up very badly and see if I can get information today. So I am excited to have you guys join me on this journey to get this information about this wealth strategy. I look forward to your success. Definitely drop your comments below so I can continue to assist you to your success. I'll talk to you guys soon. Thank you again, Dr. Regina. I so greatly appreciate you.